300, directed by Zack Snyder, starring Gerard Butler, hits theaters March 9th, 2007.
My next movie for this week is the movie called Borat, starring Sacha Baron Cohen. This has to be one of the funniest movies coming out this fall. The man who brought us Ali G is bringing his obscenely rude and over-the-top character from Kazakhstan here to the United States to learn about our culture and give us a preview of some of his own. Let's check it out.
Jak się masz? My name is Borat. I'm journalist for Kazakhstan. My government sent me to USA to make a movie film. Please, you look. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Nguyen Tong. What? What to say? Hello. Hello, my name is Borat. I'm Nguyen Tong.
Careful, advice. Welcome to our country, okay?
My name is Borat.
Okay, good. Well, I'm not used to that, but that's fine.
What is a not jokes?
A not joke, I would say, that suit is black. Not.
This suit is not black.
No, not has to be the end.
Okay.
Okay.
This suit is black nut.
This suit is black. Pause. You know what a pause is?
Yes. This suit is black.
Okay. I'm not
Not. Can I say we support your war of terror? Kazakhstan is the greatest country in the world.
I think that the cultural differences are vast.
Exactly.
And I think he's a delightful man, and it wouldn't take very much time for him to really become Americanized.
You want to have a drink?
You can't drink, damn.
I like you peoples. How can I be like you? What's up, Vanilla Face? Is it not a problem that a woman have a smaller brain than a man?
That's it. Okay. We're finished. We have to leave.
Very nice. How much? She is your wife?
Nope, that's my wife.
In my country, they would go crazy.
Oh, my.
For these two, not so much. Please, you come see my film. If it's not success, I will be executed.
Okay, next up is Borat. I'm hoping this one you're looking forward to.
Oh, definitely. This one is the only one of your choices that I'm actually looking forward to. I love Sacha Baron Cohen a lot. I think he's hilarious. He is an incredible actor. If you've ever seen the show, and I'm sure you have, you know that he keeps a straight face the whole time. He always keeps the act up.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it, because I'm sitting there cracking up.
Yeah.
And this looks to be just as funny as his show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he really does keep the straight face. He's just like, if I was him, I'd probably be cracking up right in the middle of the interview. But it looks pretty cool. I know he did a straight-to-video with his character Ali G, and I heard that really wasn't good. I haven't seen it, but I heard it really wasn't that good. But I heard a rumor that this movie's going for like an Emmy or something, or an Academy, some not weird award, but some type of respectable award. And I don't know why.
We'll have to see.
But maybe that's
that.
part of the joke.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I really like Sacha Baron Cohen. He's got a variety of just different characters in his mind, and Borat is got to be one of the funniest.
Oh,
he
definitely.
He just speaks his mind,
and he's incredibly crude, and yet we laugh at it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's going to be a really, really good movie, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep, me too.
All right.
Borat, directed by Larry Charles and starring Sacha Baron Cohen, hits theaters November 3rd, 2006.
And finally this week I've chosen Pan's Labyrinth, which was written and directed by Guillermo del Toro, who directed both Blade 2 and Hellboy, which were pretty decent flicks. The movie centers around a little girl during World War II and her imagination as these creatures she imagined starts to become real. Check it out, it's coming soon.
In a dark time, when hope was bleak, there lived a young girl whose only escape was in a legend that wanted her back. The legend speaks of the lost soul of a princess from another world who will one day be reborn. There will be signs that mark her return. There will be secrets that reveal her destiny. There will be a journey that will make you believe. From Picture House and the imagination of Guillermo del Toro. In darkness, there can be light. In misery, there can be beauty. In death, there can be life. Pan's Labyrinth.
All right, next up is Pan's Labyrinth. Bobby, what's your take?
I like it. I like the idea of like imagination coming to life.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is going to be one of those movies where it's like a kids movie.
No, it definitely does not.
Where
seem
it's
a
like
kid's movie.
where it's going to be all like, oh, imagination, Peter Pan, you know, Never Never Land type of stuff. But it's going to take a more serious tone. Like the undertone of the movie is like, the backdrop of it is like World War II.
Right.
So you have that aspect of it. And then I think her imagination, the little girl's imagination in this movie takes a bit of a more like serious and...
It looks real dark.
I don't know if it's more gore driven, because Guillermo del Toro is really... I mean, if you watch Blade 2, like the one scene I remember is when like they dissected
The cadaver,
the cadaver of the
vampire
yeah,
body.
the vampire.
Yeah.
That was really gross. It was cool because it was
Yeah.
like it looked realistic, but I don't know if it's gonna have that same feel.
Right. I think his creature effects are really good.
Yeah.
His creature effects in Hellboy were actually really impressive.
Yeah, like for the I really liked his creature effect for Abe Sapien.
Abe Sapien, played by Doug Jones, who's also in Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, right, exactly. He's also going to be in that too. So it looks pretty good. I like these. It almost kind of reminded me of The Cell with its big imaginative look to it.
But it's like a dark imagination.
Yeah, it is.
It looks really just stark, and the fact that it's set up against World War II kind of gives it like a different feel to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it could easily be, and it's all in Spanish too.
Yeah, that's gonna be another. That's gonna be another like hurdle to get over. But I'm getting used to not watching movies that are like in different languages and subtitles.
Yeah.
Some of those movies are actually turning out to be better than your regular garden variety like Hollywood movies.
Right.
Pan's Labyrinth, directed by Guillermo del Toro, hits theaters December 29th, 2007.
If you want to check any of these trailers out for yourself, you can go to apple.com/trailers or movie-list.com. All right, welcome back. Today we're going to change the theme of our Spotlight movies to bad movies and why we love them.
We're also introducing a seal of badness. This seal goes to movies that we know are bad, that come out, but we're going to watch them anyway, either because of the action or a certain actor. So stuff like that. You ready, Bobby?
I'm going to take a deep breath. All right, let's go. Our first bad movie up today is Mission Impossible 2. Tom Cruise returns in this sequel to stop an ex-IMF agent from releasing a deadly virus upon the world. I think the only good thing about this movie is his female co-star, Thandie Newton, because you just get to see her walk around in like skimpy dresses and stuff, so it's probably the only reason you're gonna see this movie. It's directed by John Woo, who brings his let's see how many slow motion effects I can bring into my movie formula to this film, and also some of the worst mechanical looking fight scenes ever to come to theaters. And what I mean by mechanical is that obviously the fight scenes are choreographed, but they're so choreographed it looks like they filmed each one by one, so it's like foot goes back, foot kicks. It's just kind of weird. So when this movie first came out, like most people, I thought it was a very, very good sequel, but I was wrong. Mission Impossible 2 is the first and most certainly not the last to receive our seal of badness. Okay, Mission Impossible 2, it's a pretty bad movie, Joey.
Pretty bad indeed.
Yes.
Like you said, there was a slew of slow motion scenes that didn't need to be there. Bad action. I think I remember a bad motorcycle chase.
Yeah, I really don't believe that two people going head to head can just automatically fly off.
That's right, I remember that part.
The motorcycle and collide and
be okay.
Right. Yeah, be totally fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, the slow motion scenes are pretty bad. I think I can count one slow motion scene in every movie. And John Woo is he's a pretty good action director.
Yeah, I really liked him in, I really liked his work on one of his first movies called The Killer. And then when he came to America, he did Face Off, which I really liked too.
Face Off's got to be one of his most successful American movies,
right.
I think. Because I remember reading that they actually had set that movie like in the future, like 2010 or something like that. And then when he came on board, he wanted to modernize it and make it more for like today with a little bit of like sci-fi-ness to it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think after that movie, he just started going really bad because he did Mission Impossible 2, he did Paycheck with Ben Affleck, which was terrible. Such a bad movie.
I don't even think we need to mention how bad that was.
So if you want to check out Mission Impossible 2, check it at your own risk. Who knows if $2 or $3, you're willing to waste $2 or $3. But yeah, it's a pretty bad movie.
So my pick for a bad movie this week is a movie called The Island, starring Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson with Sean Bean. It's directed by Michael Bay, and if you know anything about movies, you know that Michael Bay is known for really cheesy action movies, and this one is no different. The movie has a pretty impressive supporting cast, including Michael Clarke Duncan and Steve Buscemi, who all end up dying. The movie's out on DVD. If you're really interested, I guess check it out, maybe rent it, but there's really no... Okay, so next up is The Island, and me and Bobby sort of have a debate here. He likes the movie, I don't. So Bobby, why do you like The Island?
I like the movie because I think it was a really far stretch for Michael Bay. Yes, Michael Bay is known for all this over-the-top action, which is just, terrible. But this movie is a little bit more in the sci-fi realm for me than just mindless action. I think the entire first half of the movie is, like I said, a big stretch for him because for like Armageddon and Bad Boys 2, where you just have like all this like action,
right.
you know, that to me, those movies to me were bad. But I'll give you this, and I know you're gonna agree with me because you think the movie's terrible.
Of course.
But the scene where they're running through the city and they're flying on the motorbike, and then they're on that big ladder and it falls and they survive.
Oh my God.
Now that,
don't even get me started on that one. That one is, that scene where they're falling off the building, what is that, like, it's gotta be like 60, 70 stories up.
I don't know.
And they survive a fall that high. I don't know, it was just really unbelievable. And he even mentions, I think it's earlier, it's either earlier or later, obviously, but he talks about how he can't drive in the movie. He's never driven a car.
Right.
And yet he can fly a motorbike through the city.
Yeah.
And like through subway or trains and I don't know.
Right.
It's just really unbelievable for me that sort of stuff can, you know, be put in a movie and be believable.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm one of those few people who believed it.
I did like the sci-fi beginning to it. It seemed like two different movies though.
Yeah, it did. I'll give you that.
It could have been I don't know. I think Michael Bay sort of ruined it. It had a really good premise. It had potential, but like a lot of his movies, he ruins them.
It's like he starts off really good, and then it's just like, yeah.
And then he just has to have some big explosion or something, and it ruins
a car
it.
chase. There always has to be
There's
somewhat
gotta
of
be
a car chase scene,
right?
You know. And you know, I thought the car chase scene was pretty cool. But one thing I do like about Michael Bay, I'll give him this, is that although it's like big over the top action with his car chase sequences, like I know in Bad Boys 2, like they actually they shot with actual, you know, vehicles. Like very, very, very like not a lot of it was CG work for that. It was all real cars. Like when they're throwing the cars off the top, like those were all real vehicles and dodging and everything. So I give him credit to the extent of realism he likes to have with his car chases.
Right. Well, hopefully not too much credit.
No. It's all right. It's all right.
Just a little bit's all right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, his next movie coming out is Transformers.
I know.
So we're crossing our fingers for that one, guys.
Let's hope he doesn't ruin that one too.
Yeah. Welcome back. Now, we know sometimes there's not always a lot of good movies in theaters. So today, in place of our rumors segment, we're going to be giving you our DVD picks for either recently released movies that came out or just old movies that we think are pretty good to check out on a Friday or Saturday night. So Joey, what are your DVD picks for this week?
My DVD picks for this week are Thank You for Smoking and V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta stars Natalie Portman and Hugo Weaving. It was directed by James McTeague and was written by the Wachowski brothers, who brought you the Matrix trilogy. It's based on the graphic novel about a future London in which a character named V is trying to overthrow the government. My other pick, Thank You for Smoking, was directed by Jason Reitman, who is the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the 2 Ghostbuster movies. The movie stars Aaron Eckhart, Katie Holmes, Maria Bello, a bunch of other pretty big name actors, Rob Lowe. It's a really funny movie. It's got great directing style. It's visually pretty clean, and you should check that out too.
My 2 picks for this week are The Lake House and The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. The Lake House stars Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock falling in love, but the only problem is that they're 2 years apart, and their only connection and how they talk to each other is through this lake house and the mailbox that sends their messages back and forth. It's a really good story. You might think that the whole time thing might get confusing, but you tend to really forget about it when you really want these 2 characters to actually meet each other. My next pick is The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. The 3rd installment in the Fast and the Furious series, I think, brings life back to the series itself. Number 2 wasn't really that good, but I think number 3 is a lot better, with it being set in Tokyo and having a different driving style than the last 2.
Well, thanks for watching The Couch. We really hope you enjoyed the show. But let us know what you think. Send us an email at htv33@uic.edu.
Also, be sure to check us out on Facebook and on MySpace.
I'm Joey Biggio.
And I'm Bobby Navia. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you next time on The Couch.